Hello everyone. Today we have a guest star, Clark, will be joining us for the entire stream. Just kidding, he probably won't stay even 5 minutes, but he's here for the beginning at least. We're going to continue our Ascension climb. We got everyone up to 11 except for the Ironclad, who we almost got up to 11, but then failed. So we're going to try to do that today. Yesterday I didn't stream because I needed to do some work, and Zeta was streaming anyway, so I figured why not just take a little break day. I won't be streaming tomorrow either, just so you know, because I am going to a dinosaur museum. Alright, let's see here. Could think about removing a card. I think transform 2 cards is slightly better than remove here, maybe. Burning Elite Path doesn't look too horrible. There's definitely like some good little outs here. Path itself is not terrible either. I like this late shop. Yeah, I think we might take transform 2 cards. I don't really like the boss relic as much with Ironclad because of the Burning Blood. It's really nice to have the Burning Blood up. The other thing we could think about is max HP bit because of the synergy with Ironclad cards, but I don't know if that's as good as just getting something going right away. So let's try to get something going right away, and let's get rid of 2 strikes, I think. I think we'll keep all the defends at... Oh no, maybe... Because Ironclad can heal, so maybe we get rid of 1 defend at least. Okay, interesting. We could get Fiend Fire, so we could definitely go... Good morning, Michael. Yes, Clark decided that he wanted down, but hopefully we'll see more of him. Fiend Fire is interesting for sure. Can definitely end the game if you get the right combination. It'd be interesting to make some kind of weird anger Fiend Fire deck where you draw all the angers and then you Fiend Fire everything. Which would be kind of a weird deck because, like, why wouldn't you just do other cards then? But at least, I guess if you Fiend Fire your entire deck and you leave anger out, then you could just anger repeatedly. Well, I guess you need some kind of draw as well, but you know what I mean. Maybe like, if you had like Ink Bottle or something, that would be fun, kind of funny. Well, I guess Ink Bottle would only draw one of them, and then you couldn't draw another one. So that doesn't really make any sense. I guess we can defend anger and then Fiend Fire. We're gonna take 7 damage, but like we can't really do anything else. Using the Ascender's Bane for the Fiend Fire is certainly nice to do. We can just go ahead and vulnerable him. Next turn we should have lethal, but it's not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. Well, maybe by some stretch of the imagination, but I'm sort of imagining within the realms of the game. Alright, let's see here. Headbutt, not too bad. Armaments, not too bad either. Sort of upgrade to our previous defend. We definitely lost some defense in that exchange for the defend and the strike for an angler and a fiend fire. I think anger is probably a better card than strike in most decks, but we can go ahead and take armaments, I think. Headbutt, I really like Headbutt for sure. I know what that sound is. It's upgrade 2 cards for 14 health. I think we take it because of Burning Blood. Burning Blood can just heal us back probably, so. The upgrade to anger is only 8 damage instead of 9 damage. That's kind of a weird thing. I think we will remove a card instead of heal because, again, Burning Blood will probably heal us up. Let's remove one of these strikes. The anger will definitely compensate for that. And I think we do want to go for the Burning Elite. We've skipped the Burning Elite in the previous couple runs, and I think it's been a little bit scary, to say the least, to do so. So let's think about Fiend Fire. So 1, 2, 3. If we get rid of 3 of these cards, well, what's the upgrade to Fiend Fire anyway? If we upgrade Armaments it, and then 10 damage each, so we could do 30 damage to this guy right now, and then next turn we're guaranteed to draw at least 2 attacks, so we could kill this guy and possibly kill this guy. So I think that seems fine to me. Get to block in, get to deal 30 damage. Heart hurts for some reason. Hope that doesn't continue here. Otherwise, might be in trouble here. I don't think we'll be in trouble. I think it's just a little bit of heartburn from my breakfast, I guess, maybe. So I think I'll take Sentinel Heal here because if we manage to Fiend Fire it, it's pretty nice. Another Anger is also kind of funny here. But I don't think Anger is really an archetype. I mean, maybe Anger Draw is some kind of weird thing that you could do, but I don't think it really would take a while to get off the ground, is what I'm guessing. No one told me the heart is yours. Yeah, it is. I don't like to talk about it, but so 7 times 3 is enough to kill either of these guys. So if we want to do something and then Fiend Fire, we can kill one of them. I guess we might as well strike this one and then Fiend Fire the other one so that we don't take any damage. And then next turn we should be able to kill this other one. Yeah, I think we're almost guaranteed to kill the other one. Oh, well, not with Weakened. Well, probably with Weakened anyway. Yeah, we're probably guaranteed there to kill them, because that was probably the lowest damage we could have drawn. Or very close to the lowest damage we could have drawn. Pummel is pretty nice, for sure. Fire Breathing, not bad either, but I think you need a couple more synergy cards than just our Ascender's Bane to work with Fire Breathing before you pick it up. Pummel is really nice because the upgrade is 2 cards. That's pretty much the only reason why I like Pummel, is that it's 1 energy, draw 2 cards. It's a lot like Backflip in the Silent, except it doesn't start with draw 2 cards. I don't think we even need to rest. We definitely don't need to rest. We only have 3 HP lost, so we could upgrade the Fiend Fire, but I think in most cases where you have sort of 1 upgrade to choose from, or you can upgrade armaments, I think usually the upgrade is armaments. Although Pummel Strike, as I did say, is one of the best upgrades in the game. No joke. 2 cards versus 1 card is seriously different. Especially to fuel the Fiend Fire and to fuel the Anger. To fuel the anger. Fuel your hatred, Anakin. Anyways, sorry, it's just Freudian slip there. Well, I think we'll pick up the Pommel Strike upgrade. I think the next upgrade will be armaments, but I think Pommel Strike is just better, honestly. It's nice to get the armaments upgrade on Pommel Strike, but if we didn't want to play Pommel Strike anyway, then... And also, if this is Knob, then we definitely don't want to play armaments if we can help it, right? So, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and Pommel Strike here to see what we get. Fiend Fire is certainly interesting. We can... No, we can't block in Fiend Fire. We can just Fiend Fire and deal a bunch of damage. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, 5 times 7 is 30... No, yeah, 35, yeah. 35. So we can kill the slime here if we want to. And then we'll take 11, and if we block twice, then we'll take more than 11, so yeah, that's... We just said the odd. We just said the damage, so why not, right? And then we get to kill one of these guys. Alright, so we can go ahead and let's think about the damage here. So if we bash, strike, and anger will be 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 plus 9 is 29. He's not at 29, so that's not going to work. So we can go ahead and armaments on the Sentinel to upgrade it to block in fully. and then strike and anger, and we should be able to get through his health next turn. I'm guessing we have a lot of attacks. We exhausted most of our defense, so we should be able to kill him this turn. So we can pommel strike here to see what we get. I guess this is probably worth it, although I don't know what the max damage was there, but I think that was probably the play. Double anger after that. Armaments again? I don't think so. Could take a pummel. It's not bad. If we got a talk to the hand, pummel would be great. Although talk to the hand is not an ironclad card, so we probably shouldn't count on that. We could pick up another armaments if we want to. It's not terrible. What's the boss here? Hexaghost? Okay, I think I will pick up another armaments, because Hexaghost sometimes is like you need a little bit of extra block to block in the thorns, not just the damage. So I think I will take the armaments just because it's Hexaghost. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. I knew it was going to be Nob. As soon as I took that, if I didn't take the armaments, it wouldn't have been Nob. I swear. I swear. We definitely don't want to Fiendfire our attacks here, although we could play the anger and Fiendfire, and that wouldn't be terrible, honestly. Although I'd like to Fiendfire on the Sentinel if we can. So I think anger double strike might just be better than Fiendfire here. If I can manage to pick up the cards. Okay, let's think here. So I feel like 16 seems like a bit of damage here. Next turn, our hand, well, at least 2 cards suck, right? This might be a decent Fiendfire turn if we can get it. We could bash expecting the Fiendfire turn. Or we could Armaments bash. Armaments bash isn't too bad here. Block in a little bit. Get an upgrade, get some more damage, get some more vulnerable. I don't mind it here. So we heal up 3 at the expense of 2 next turn, so we really only healed 1 that turn. Oh, this is a terrible hand. This is a really bad hand. Sometimes you're just dealt a bad hand. Well, I mean, obviously we're gonna play anger. I guess we could play one of the armaments. So let's think about damage. So next turn, if we draw the Fiendfire, the annoying, actually, why did I take Sentinel? Who let me take Sentinel? When you play Fiendfire, Sentinel gets exhaust, which means you can't even play anything with the energy that you have. Why did I take that? That's so dumb. Well, if we're gonna play an exhaust deck, I guess that will help, but we haven't found any exhaust energy except for Fiendfire, so I don't know how helpful that is. In fact, if we got like spinning top or something, that would help, of course, but we don't have that. Why would we assume that we would get that? Let's think about the Fiendfire damage. So Fiendfire with the vulnerable will be 10 damage apiece. So if we draw it next turn, we'll do 40 damage. 40 damage plus the 10 is not quite lethal, but we have 1 extra energy to maybe spend on an anger or a pummel or something. But then it'll go down to 30 damage. I'm gonna check on my cat. He's screaming. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He just seems to be screaming. I think we will armaments because we're pretty close to lethal here with this. Oh, 15. 15. Okay, that will work with the Fiend Fire then if we draw it. So again, we're healing 3 with that one. Okay, we didn't draw the Fiend Fire. We could still draw it with the Pummel. We did draw it. Okay, it's lethal then. I think we took a little bit more damage than I was really expecting in that fight. Dual wield is sort of interesting. Keep getting anger showing up here. A deck full of anger and pommel strikes actually isn't terrible. So we could take the dual wield and like copy the pommel strikes or copy the angers. And like exhaust everything else. Which should be pretty funny. Seems kind of interesting. Although it's a pretty bad card to get in your opening hand is the problem with the dual wield. Costs a little bit too much also. 1 energy costs a little bit too much is what I'm saying. We could take another anger also if we're thinking along those lines of like exhausting our whole deck and just playing with like an anger pommel sort of deal or anger pommel bash sort of deal so that we apply the vulnerable or something like that. I don't know, do we need another anger if that's the case? Maybe we'll go for this sort of weird thing. I don't even know what we're doing. Preserved Insect is going to be awesome, so we'll definitely take that. So I was literally just about to say we don't have very much money, so maybe not going to the shop is okay, but maybe taking this money and going to the shop is better than going for the elite. I think probably better. We might even pick up a relic here with the 230. Membership card is great. Obviously. Apotheosis is pretty terrible with our double armaments. Bloodletting isn't too bad here either. So I think we'll take the membership card because you just take it whenever you see it because, you know, it's worth taking. Just is. And then we could take a Shrug It Off. Maybe Shrug It Off and card removal. I think we remove a defend here because we have gotten a lot of defense. Could have also thought about barricade there, but I don't think it's quite worth it. I'm not sure what exactly we're building, but we're building something. Something is being built here, I think. I think there is something being built. Okay, I think we might as well upgrade the strike here because we have the energy to do so. And there's nothing else really to do. Fiend Fire is certainly interesting here. That's 5 times 4 is 20 damage. We can also just upgrade it here. That's probably just as good as the other one. I mean, it's 1 more damage actually to upgrade it instead. And then the other thing we could do is anger, but I don't think we want to anger. We'd rather just do this. It's nice that we keep exhausting the Ascender's Bane with that, which means the Ascender's Bane is actually doing 7 damage, which is a lot more than it's usually doing in our deck, obviously. So we have lethal here, so don't need to worry too much about what we do. I mean, except for playing, like, the block and just chilling, obviously. We could think about the Thunderclap. Thunderclap is another vulnerable, which applies to all enemies. The upgrade Thunderclap is just still 1 vulnerable, which is a little bit worse. I like Metallicize. I do like Metallicize. It's a pretty nice card. It's like having plated armor, but it never goes away. So I think it's probably worth a card and an energy to take the Metalicize, in my personal opinion. Last time we didn't heal before the Hexaghost, and we really regretted that. So I think I will take a heal here, and then not heal at the next campfire. Usually I wouldn't do that, but last time we were like, we don't need to heal against the Hexaghost, and then we died, so we should probably be a little bit more careful. We could double armaments here if we want to. Yeah, I think that's probably pretty nice to do. Why does it rearrange the cards in your hand sometimes like that? Oh, I guess it puts the upgrade cards to the right or something. I don't know. In the order of their names, maybe? I think we'll upgrade the attacks because we want to kill him before he leaves, essentially. That's basically the only reason. That makes sense that it organizes them based on their names, because it was like... Although... Yeah, armaments, anger, bash, that does make sense, okay. We're learning things. I don't know if they're useful things, but we have learned things. We're gonna take more damage here. We're gonna take another 3 damage, which is a bit unfortunate, but we will be able to kill him next turn with Fiendfire, so... And we'll get to see the Fiendfire Sentinel combo! Except it doesn't combo because it doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's just go ahead and kill him here. 28 damage is enough, of course. Why do I get another potion? Of course I get another potion. We could take another Fiendfire. Just go all in. Do we have that many cards that we can really afford to exhaust like 2 different hands? Probably not. But it's kind of funny, so... I think another dexterity is slightly better than a block potion. Maybe it's not. 12 block right now versus 2 block every turn. Probably at least 2 block a turn. And we're probably not going to take 6 turns, so... I don't know. I don't know if the dexterity potion is better than the block potion. It's probably better than the plated armor, actually. Because, like, it's 2 block a turn, maybe 4 block a turn. And then the plated armor is 4 block a turn every turn, but then it gets lost when you take damage. So I think if we're taking damage in a fight, then the plated armor is probably worse. And we're only taking these potions really when we're taking damage, so. We could upgrade one of the armaments. Yeah, that's what I said I was going to upgrade next. This is a kind of weird hand. Benny, you don't need to be screaming, sweetheart. It's okay. What? I like to scream. I don't know why I'm screaming, but I like to scream. Why are you screaming, Benny? What's going on? You like this game? You like watching this game? You want to watch? You can watch. Look. We're gonna play these cards here. Oh, you don't like it anymore? Benny's wondering why I didn't Fiendfire there. He's so upset. Obviously, this is kind of scary. We can probably take one of the dexterity potions. And then probably just block in. Yeah, let's just block it. Excuse me, block in. So we're only taking 2 damage here, which is pretty good for his first big attack. Armaments on the Anger is, of course, going to be worth doing. We should definitely save our Fiend Fires for a little bit so that we can Fiend Fire away some of these burns. I think we will upgrade the Fiend Fire here, but not play it. I mean, we could have thought about playing it there, but it does increase the damage of those by 3 each. I think one of them was actually upgraded, actually, so maybe not. But still, it would be okay there, but I think getting rid of the burns later on is probably slightly better here. We could shrug it off, or we could... So what's the chance of drawing an unupgraded card, or do we want to upgrade the Shrug It Off instead? Probably we want to not upgrade the Shrug It Off instead, right? Or do we not want to play the Shrug It Off? Do we want to play the Bash instead? Probably the Bash instead of the Shrug It Off, right? So we'll upgrade these 2 cards, play the Bash, and then the 2 Angers. If we get the Fiend Fire and the Sentinel and the Burn in hand, we could think about definitely going ahead and Fiend Firing, especially if we get like a pummel Fiend Fire turn. That would be a decent play. Okay, so we got the Sentinel and the Burn and the Defend in hand. We can get rid of the Anger so that it doesn't get exhausted, and then Fiend Fire. It's probably the best play here, where he's not dealing any damage to us, so we can just go ahead and do this without worrying about it. Look at that energy we got from the Sentinel. Such a good play to pick that up. So terrible. Because the energy does nothing. Well, that's a lot of anger. Why are you angry? We can upgrade these and then pummel for some anger. We got some anger. And then probably defend so that we don't take any damage here. I think we were pretty close to not taking damage anyway. I think 1 off or something. Wow, this is quite the hand here. Well, we're gonna have a lot of anger in our deck, but it's fine. 8 times 5 every turn is not a joke in terms of damage. Can shrug it off here. I think we might just Fiend Fire here instead of anger. Fiend Fire is going to deal 40 damage. Yeah, it's probably worth doing here. He is dealing a bit of damage to us right now, but I think it's fine. I mean, 30 damage he's going to... Yeah, so he's going to deal like 13, yeah, something like that. We could have thought about saving the Fiend Fires for the burns, but I think we're pretty close to lethal here. Yeah, we have lethal here. So, yeah, I think that was a good play. That was a good timing there. Exhume isn't bad. We can get back the Fiend Fire or something we exhausted with Fiend Fire. Juggernaut is also pretty good because of the Feel No Pain card. Whenever you exhaust a card, gain 3 block or something, then you deal a bunch of damage with the block. It's also not bad because we have quite a few little block cards and we have Metallicize. So I think Juggernaut is probably the play here. Runic Pyramid is weirdly interesting. Yeah, Runic Pyramid is weirdly interesting here to me because of the potential with big Fiend Fire turns and the weird thing with Anger where if you just make your entire deck Anger, then you're just dealing like a ton of damage every turn, right? And you can keep the blocks in your hand for when you need them, just block in just enough. Doesn't seem that bad, actually. Double Fiendfire with Runic Pyramid seems like such a weird combo that we need to explore. Philosopher's Stone also pretty good here, but let's do it. Let's try it. Why not? I don't think I've ever done this before. It's cool to do things you've never done before in Slay the Spire. And in real life, I guess. We could take 3 elites, left side or right side. Benny, please stop screaming. I know you just love screaming so much. So it's weird because okay, so not that weird. Okay, we can have a shop on either path that we take here, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I think this path right here with the 3 question marks, the elite, 4 question marks, I guess, a campfire before the next elite, and then a shop is pretty nice. We'll have a lot of money by the time we get there. We could also think about this path, but it doesn't have a shop, and it has mostly enemies rather than question marks, which means we'll probably take more damage taking that path, so. Okay, I'm just gonna check on Benny one more time, and then I won't. He wants to look outside even in the room, but we can't because the air conditioning is in, so he can't sit on the windowsill, even though there's a giant window in the living space area, which he can look through. What a silly cat he is. Let's shrug it off first to just see what we get. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and... We probably should have actually just metallicized there instead of shrug it off. But Bash doesn't do very much because he has artifacts, so I think maybe just metallicize Anger. Metallicize slightly better here because he's gonna deal a lot of damage soon, so. Oh, right! Runic Pyramid, I forgot about that already. Well... Oh, it's also really good with armaments, isn't it? Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, we're gonna keep Fiendfire in our hand until we play it, though. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? I guess we'll have to figure that out. I guess we can Juggernaut armaments, or we can armaments Juggernaut. Why? I guess we deal 5 damage, but do we want the upgrade to deal 7 damage every time? Probably, right? 7 damage repeated rather than... Yeah, that's probably good. We'll keep the Fiendfire in our hand just to play it later on. I think we'll defend here just to block in fully. I don't think we need to take any damage here. Or we shouldn't take any damage here, rather. Playing the Fiendfire now would have been nicer than the Ascender's Vein, but I think we'll just keep it in our hand for a while. So you can sort of just keep fodder for Fiendfire. I don't think we really need 2 Fiendfires. It almost makes it kind of awkward with the second Fiendfire because... Like, you don't really want to to exhaust both of them, or exhaust one with the other, is what I'm thinking. But again, we can get our deck to just be like Anger, Pommel Strike, and like armaments, shrug it off, like just really solid cards, draw cards. Could even just play the Fiendfire now. How much damage is that anyway? It's 10 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards? 10 times 8 is 80 damage, which is more than his health total. Fiendfire Runic Pyramid, who knew? Why do we keep getting potions? Now we're never gonna get potions ever again. I don't know, I think I just skip here. If we had like a deck with just Anger and Whirlwind, we could play Whirlwind for like 3 every single turn, which is kind of funny, but also like kind of stupid. I don't think we want Sever Soul. That's like probably worse than Fiendfire here. Although it does work better with Sentinel, but I don't think it's the card that we want Sentinel to work with right now. I think we skip here. We need to be very careful with what we put in our deck. Unless it's powers, of course. I don't think the block potion... I think I'd rather the versatility of a block and a dex potion. Because if we're going to take a long fight where we're going to need block, then we need the... And dexterity potion is pretty good in Act 2 for the elites. We'll definitely take this for the money. That's a nice one for sure. Upgrade all strikes and defends. We'll just remove the card, I think. What should we remove here? The other Fiendfire? No. We could remove a Sentinel, but I think a defend is probably just worse than a Sentinel. The weird thing about this deck is that I don't think this deck even wants to get Dark Embrace. Because Dark Embrace is going to cause issues with the draw thing. Although Fiendfire with Dark Embrace is pretty nice. Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, you could see a world in which Fiendfire with Dark Embrace draw a bunch of angers could be like lethal most of the time, but not all the time. So then you're like, is this really the combo that I'm looking for? Because, you know, we have enough defend already that it shouldn't matter. Nunchaku is insane with the angers. It was just a random question mark, so that's a pretty nice pickup. We got 2 relics from those question marks. It's pretty awesome. So here, I feel like... I don't know if we should bash. I don't think we should. I think we should just try and draw a little bit. Armament's not too bad here. We could Armaments, shrug it off, play the anger, and then chill. It's funny because the draw, we don't really need the draw early because we already have like the Runic Pyramid giving us a giant hand every turn. But the other thing is that we need the draw late probably because if we Fiendfire and then just have like a ton of well, this is just lethal, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, yeah, that's 80 damage again. Wait, that's 1 off lethal actually. We'll go ahead and do this, so that's 15 damage each. Of course, another potion. Just all the potions, why not? Okay, True Grit is something that I actually do want to see, because True Grit is exhaust a card at random, but if you upgrade it, it's exhaust a specific card, which means it will work well with our Sentinel, and it can also work pretty nicely with the rest of the deck. I don't think there's any like discardy things with don't think there's any discard in Ironclad, but if there was, that'd be pretty nice. We definitely don't need Blessing of Fortune because we have 2 armaments. I almost kind of want to remove one of the armaments, but I'd remove the defend before, of course. This should be pretty chill. Should be a pretty chill fight, I mean. We can just, like, keep the Fiendfire for a big hand, and then eventually deal a bunch of damage to him, just like we did with the other 2 combats we did. Let's see here. See, if we get the Juggernaut, Fiendfire, what's it called? Feel No Pain thing going, that will be, like... That'll be a ton of damage whenever we Fiendfire. Alright, let's see here. We can Pommel Strike. Okay, so... We definitely don't have lethal with Fiendfire. It's only 7 damage right now, so... We can Armaments... I think we chill with the Juggernaut for now. We can Anger... And then I think we should True Grit, even though I wouldn't want to really exhaust any of these Oh, we get to choose the card, right? Because of the upgrade. So we can choose the strike. Or maybe the bash, because no, the bash might actually get us lethal with the Fiend Fire, so keep the bash for now. Oh, we do the Happy Flower turn next, so we will get to. We could bash and Fiend Fire here if we want to, so let's think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 15 is 160, right? Yeah, so that's lethal. Molten Egg is pretty nice. We don't need the Perfected Strike. Another True Grit is certainly nice. I think I'll take another True Grit. Although, I wish I had taken not this True Grit and taken the upgraded one instead, actually. We could take another Metallicize. It's not bad, especially if you have, like, nothing in your deck. Then you can Metallicize and, like, it's pretty nice for sure. Getting the Metallicize up earlier is also kind of nice. If you draw it first. Like, you have 2 of them, so you're more likely to draw it. It's between these 2 for me. I definitely don't think it's Skip. It's definitely one of these 2. The thing with double Metallicize is it doesn't trigger the Juggernaut twice, it just triggers it once, but it's not bad to get 7 block or 8 block at the end of your turn, for sure. Especially if you have no block in your deck, because you exhausted everything by accident, which sometimes could happen, right? With the Fiend Fire. I think we take it. So we're going to the left so that we can go ahead and... Well, that's nice, for sure. We can upgrade the True Grit, probably, is worth upgrading here. Or maybe the other armaments, just to get more upgrades on all the cards in your hand. Yeah, I think that's probably worth it. Probably don't need 2 armaments, but it's pretty nice to have armaments with Runic Pyramid, honestly. I didn't realize how nice it was until we got it. So we can go ahead and upgrade these. We can go ahead and deal some damage here. I guess we could have thought about keeping the armaments for the next turn. Benny, could you please shut up? Seriously. Stop. Screaming, 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 screaming. Like, stop. Stop, please. Please stop screaming. What's kind of weird, which we haven't really faced off against, is a bunch of enemies, which Fiend Fire, I guess, doesn't really work against, really. We can armaments and Metallicize here. Or even True Grit if we want to. Or we can True Grit on Sentinel and then Metallicize. And even Bash if we want to. Did we attack this turn? I don't even remember. Although we should probably bash on one of these guys so that the Fiend Fire kills them. If we're going to play that next turn. Which I'm not sure we are, but might be an option. Okay. Benny, you're screaming in the bathroom now. You just need some attention? Is that what's going on? You just need some attention? I can give you some attention. You want some attention? Yeah? Such needy cats. Such little needsters here in this house. I just need attention. Oh. Sometimes I'm nice to you, right? Tell the people that I'm nice to you sometimes. Oh. As soon as I stop scratching him on his neck, he's like, okay, time to get down. If you're not gonna scratch me, then I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm done here if you're not gonna scratch me. Through with your crap. Okay, I think here we should maybe think about killing one of these guys. But I think we want to get the Juggernaut online, so we could maybe Juggernaut, shrug it off, and defend, or maybe we can check the discard or the draw pile to see what we can maybe draw. An Anger would be nice for sure, or a Strike to, if we Juggernaut on this guy, then we could definitely kill him. That would be an option. Okay. You're being annoying now. Holy crap, he shed so much. Yeah, I think we'll Juggernaut, start with the Shrug It Off. Okay, the Anger is definitely something we wanted to see there. We'll see if we can't... Well, we can't actually kill him, can we? Well, we get 2 shots here, so if this manages to hit with the Metallicize, then we'll be fine. I think we'll go ahead and take the extra possible hit and the extra... Okay, well, that was unlucky, for sure. We take 1 damage here, which is not a big deal at all, but it would have been nice to not take the 1 damage, of course. It's always nice not to take that 1 damage, right? It's a bit scary. So we could definitely go down to 4 cards in hand or something like that and Fiend Fire this guy. Question is, so that plus that plus that, is that enough damage? It's 13 times 2 plus 12. 26 plus 12 is not 40, is it? 26 plus, no, it's not. It needs to be 26 plus 14 would be 40. So that's a bit unfortunate. Could also just see what happens with this block here if we just start blocking in. Okay. It's a lot of damage coming in. I'm worried to do this because I feel like we can kill both of them if we get the right targets on the Juggernaut, but getting the right targets on the Juggernaut I'm not sure is even possible. I think we do want to Fiend Fire here though, because like it probably is worth doing, right? What do we have in our deck here? Bunch of Anger, some Pommel Strikes, some True Grit. I don't know. It's probably worth it, right? Yeah, it's probably worth it. We will take some damage here, unfortunately, but that's really unfortunate. I was really hoping that it would hit this guy. Ah. That's 5 times I've gotten block and it's not hit this guy. It's super annoying. Come on! Seriously? This is making me upset now. I just want to actually have one thing work, please. If that one didn't hit that guy, then I would have been really upset, of course. Yeah, just sit down, Benny. Just sit down. We can think about Headbutt. Pommel isn't bad either. Intimidate isn't bad, for sure. We don't have any weak, do we? Yeah, I think Intimidate's probably a fine card to take. Well, that was a weird fight. Hopefully we don't get the, Hopefully we don't get the 3 guys, because that will be a little bit awkward. Because, like, we kind of suck at dealing damage to multiple targets, as we just saw. What do we have as the boss? Okay, well that's probably fine. Although we did struggle with like 40 damage targets last turn, or last combat. Let's look at the upgrades here. So we could upgrade True Grit, we could upgrade Juggernaut. We got the upgrade on the Fiend Fire and the Anger, which is nice, of course. What's the upgrade on Intimidate? Is 2 weak, is it? Oh my word. 2 weak to all? I think we'll rest because we do have the double armaments, and I'm a little bit worried that we can't deal with the robbers. Okay, it's not the robbers anyway, and we can deal with 24 health people. Okay, Benny, seriously stop. Stop screaming. Why do we have 6 energy? Oh, Ancient T-Set and Happy Flower both together. I guess we can probably use the Sentinel here and just use... I guess we don't want to Fiend Fire on just the one card, so that's probably stupid, actually. We can probably deal this little damage to the Gremlin Wizard, because we're going to want to kill him. Of course, we get the Nunchaku as well triggered. We're going to probably block in here. I know that we'll lose out on the Fiend Fire possibility, but... Okay, holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Well then, I guess we can Armaments trigger it. That's gonna be 9 plus the 5, so that's 14. 14 plus the other 4 is 18. 18 damage, 18 block. He's dealing 21 plus the 6 is 27. Can also strike on someone. Okay, Benny, seriously stop. I don't know what is up with him today, but it's not vibing with me. Okay, I gave him a toy, which should keep him a little bit occupied for now, hopefully. What a cat. What a cat. We could take the Dexterity Potion, actually, here, and block in a little bit more. Sure, it kind of sucks that we have to play it, but... should we deal the damage here? Because... yeah, probably, because we're going to want to kill him next turn, and... yeah. We'll probably draw an Anger or something that will allow us to kill him, but it's still going to be a little bit, if you don't draw the Anger, it's going to be a little bit close to having to Fiend Fire him, you know? Definitely do not want to do that. Okay, so we're going to have to strike him, which is definitely not the ideal situation. I guess we could shrug it off to see what we get, but I think we'll have to strike him, I think. Yeah, so we will shrug it off here. Okay, we can Anger him if we want to, and then play... I guess we already have 10 block, right? So we're blocking this 9 damage, so if we do the strike on him, we're fine. But the question is, do we want to, like, bash the Gremlin Leader or something? Or we could play the Fiend Fire this turn, but we'll get rid of the Metallicize, which is not that bad, I guess. Yeah, I think it's fine to do that. Deal a good 40 damage. Yeah, it's probably fine. Because next turn we're going to draw the Fiend Fire, and we definitely don't want both Fiend Fires into our hands at the same time. Into our hands. Why do I always say that? Into our hand at the same time? One second, I'm going to open the room for him. Well, not really for him. More for me, because the AC's in there. And I don't want to be too hot here. Okay, so let's think about maybe Pommel Armaments, Juggernaut sort of thing. Doesn't seem too bad here. Armaments, Juggernaut, deal this damage. Block in most of the damage. Keep some block in our hand. Some fodder for the Fiend Fire. Could maybe Fiend Fire next turn and win. So let's think about that. We have more than 6 cards, so this should just win here. It really, when the combat is kill one person and win the game, we're fine. But if it's kill multiple people and win the game, then that becomes a bit of an issue. We do have multiple fiend fires, but sometimes they collide, is the problem. Entrench is not terrible, especially with the keep your hand thing, the runic pyramid, because you can keep Entrench around until you really have the best chance to double your block. Although it's not like the best thing in the world with like what we have here. It's pretty good though. We have a few block cards, so well, we have a few decent block cards is what I want to say. What do we have here? We have the Feel No Pain, which is perfect for Entrench and for the Juggernaut, of course, so I think we'll take Feel No Pain. We also have a Second Wind here, but I feel like Second Wind, even though it definitely combos with the Juggernaut Feel No Pain thing, I feel like it will collide with the Fiend Fire too often, and we'll just end up exhausting it. We definitely don't want Impatience because we'll have the Fiend Fire in our hand, and then we won't be able to play Impatience because we'll have the Fiend Fire and exhaust Impatience. We could think about taking like a Bludgeon or something. A Bludgeon is not too bad when you have Runic Pyramid because you can just sort of retain it until you need that extra little damage, but I think Fiend Fire is already doing the role of Bludgeon, but for less energy, so it's probably not worth taking that. I don't think Magnetism is worth it either because of, like, we already have too much in our hand. Well, it might be okay because then we can stack up our hand, but I don't think it's great. I don't think Dreamcatcher is great. Potion Belt might be okay. If Potion Belt, we could Potion Belt, like, if we could have gotten Potion Belt down here, that would have been nice because we kept getting potions and we couldn't take them. Another double your block is probably not worth it, especially because, like, we already have one, right? It's not going to work that well with, like, the Fiend Fire Feel No Pain thing, unless we can somehow draw afterwards. I don't think there's anything that says, like, if this is exhausted, draw a card. Maybe there is. I can't remember. We can just remove, like, a Strike here or something. Probably just worth removing a Strike here. And then I think we just pass. I mean, none of these cards... Like, some of them work well with our deck, but they don't, like... They're not calling to me, is I guess what I want to say. So he's scrying again, so I'll be right back. Hey, hey, hey! Trying to break the AC unit. That's not good. So we have two enemies here, which is, of course, sometimes an issue for us. Entrench is not doing anything here. Can metallicize. The difficulty with Distilled Chaos is that if Fiendfire is in our deck, then that's a big risk to play. That's a big risk to play the Distilled Chaos because we might Fiendfire and trash our whole hand when we maybe don't want to do that. So we only have 4 block to their 12 damage, which is kind of scary for sure. We could bash the cultist to see if we can kill them a little bit quicker next turn, or kill them at all, because this guy doesn't attack next turn, this guy does attack, and he continues to upgrade his attack, so it's good to kill the cultist early before he starts getting his ritual at the end of the turn, gain 4 strength, so getting rid of that early is certainly worth doing. So here we could Armaments, Feel No Pain, and Fiendfire, or we could Pummel, Fiendfire, Pummel, Feel No Pain, Fiendfire. Start with the Pummel, I think. Pummel is a... Okay, we have the True Grit, Feel No Pain in hand, so I think we'll go ahead and do that first. And then we'll Fiendfire the next hand, maybe. Yeah, it's probably okay to do that. We're gonna overdraw here, but it's probably fine. I think he put his toy under the stove. So I probably have to deal with that. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Unfortunately, I do hear you, Benny. So we can anger here. Could even strike if we want to. I think we'll shrug it off and... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So that's 10 times 7. So that's actually only 70 damage. So this is not going to kill him, is it? Oh no, we're going to gain like a ton of block and a ton of damage too. So I think we maybe just shrug it off. And then... Well, I don't want to... Okay, we're just going to do this. We're just going to get rid of the anger. So this is going to deal like a ton of damage with the Juggernaut as well, and we're going to get a ton of block. Okay, so it does kill them both. Woohoo, let's go. I guess we could have counted it to make sure, or at least see sort of how much damage we had. Bloodletting is not too bad because we have a lot of cards in hand. Usually, we definitely want to be able to play them. And the extra energy will help. I'll just get his toy out real quick. Put it somewhere else too. Well, he's hidden it somewhere, and now he's trying to convince me it's under the stove, but it's not. So I gave him a little ball instead. Hopefully he's satisfied with that. He's rolling around on the ground. This should be an easy fight for us. We can Juggernaut armaments probably, or we should metallicize armaments maybe. No, we should just Juggernaut armaments. Why not? Just take a little bit of damage, but it's fine. We'll probably heal most of it back anyway, so doesn't really matter that much. Is this lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 70, so not lethal. Let's go ahead and... Well, we can... So we get 3 block every time. So 60 plus... 60 plus 5 times 6, so that's actually just 9 times 10 instead. So 9 times 10 is 90. He's not at 90, so we can go ahead and pommel though to see what we get. Okay, that's not quite enough either. Because yeah, it's not gonna be enough. It's just 1 extra, so it's 100 damage, but it's not 112 damage is the problem. Guess we'll go ahead and True Grit on, I guess, the strike so that we draw all the cards. Or we can play one more thing, so we will only have 5 cards in hand, so we'll be fine anyway, right? So yeah, we should just go ahead and metallicize now instead. We don't block in fully, which is a little bit annoying, but we do have lethal this turn. With the Juggernaut for sure. Maybe we did have lethal the other turn. It was pretty close to lethal at least. Singing Bowl is really nice. I don't think we actually want the Dark Embrace. We already have enough draw that we don't need it probably. Okay, Benny is tired of the ball already. What a Little jerk he is. We could dual wield, but I don't think it's... Well, dual wield actually does sort of help with, like, if we want to play multiple juggernauts or something, or if we want to, like, increase our hand size to fiend fire. So dual wield isn't that terrible, honestly. It's kind of interesting. It does make me want to take it, but also we're already doing so many weird things that, like, doing more weird things feels like too much weirdness. We'll just do it with the weird things, I guess. This is the weird things deck. Okay, we're just gonna smith, right? Probably just gonna smith. Or we could heal. Because, like, we usually armaments anyway, right? Well, maybe we won't be able to armaments this, so we should just smith it, right? It's good to have the permanent upgrades on, like, powers and stuff that you don't necessarily want to keep in your hand. You want to play them immediately. Like, for example, right here, we definitely want to play this immediately. So then we can shrug it off. We can metallicize. We can keep the bloodletting and then trench for another turn, where they'll do more damage. More damage. Sometimes I swear my voice does not work properly. The Intimidate will be really nice here. Feel No Pain, and getting the Feel No Pain Juggernaut set up early is of course very nice. Is that upgraded? When did we upgrade this? Oh, probably the... That's funny that we got Warpaint and Whetstone one after the other. That is really funny. We also got Molten Egg before that, so then we're like upgrading the ones that aren't upgraded yet, which is kind of funny as well. We can defend here to block in fully. We could even strike if we want to. We'll probably accidentally kill these guys, so I guess we should just help with the accidental killing of these guys. Accidentally kill them with Juggernaut, I mean. And we can just Fiend Fire the Collector down, probably. I mean, he has a little bit too much health to Fiend Fire him down, but if we make him vulnerable and we Fiend Fire him, I think we should be pretty close to lethal. Armaments is not really helping that much here, which is kind of funny. Dual Wield is also not really helping. I guess we could Dual Wield Anger or Pommel Strikes next turn or something like that. Probably want to save a little bit of HP here by blocking. So let's think about... So I guess we should Armaments first and then Sentinel. And then we have the 7 blocks, so that's 20 block right now. They're dealing 26. 26 plus 8 is 34. So we're at 20, he's dealing 34, so double your block would block in fully. No, it's only 26, sorry. Because we don't have the 7 yet. Yeah, whatever, we'll just take we'll take the 1 damage, it looks like. We'll take 1 damage here. Yeah, 1 damage. Shouldn't be a big deal. Both Fiend Fires in hand at the same time is of course not what we want to see, but it's not that bad. Don't know if Bloodletting is that good in this deck. We also kind of want to play Bash before we Fiend Fire. I guess we could Bloodletting... Yeah, I guess we can probably go ahead and Pommel, Bash, Bloodletting, Fiend Fire. Could Armaments so that we upgrade things here as well. Because Bloodletting is 1 more energy than we need, right? Yeah, it's 1 more energy than we need, so we can Armaments, Bloodletting, Bash, and Fiend Fire. Do we want to play the Anger before we Fiend Fire? We have a bit of draw, we have some energy gaining, we have some block, we have some attacks. So maybe we don't want to anger before because we already have sort of a balance in the deck. It's probably fine. We could also dual wield for extra, but actually we don't have the energy to do that, unfortunately. Extra damage with the Fiendfire, but this should probably accidentally kill these guys anyway. I didn't even hit this guy once, which is kind of funny. We already have the block to block in, so it's fine. That was weird. It didn't even hit him once. That was like 7 cards or something, 7 attacks, or 7 block gains or whatever we want to call it. Whatever that means. So we can kill this guy with anger or with that. Getting these angers out will be nice because we get some more in the deck. We can keep the block for a turn when we're not frail, maybe, or when he's attacking at least. Fortunately, we can't Fiendfire again, but we can certainly anger a lot, and we can continue bashing him to make sure that we have the block, or that we have the vulnerable in there. We don't have a lot of block gain right now, unfortunately. Could try to kill these guys. Everything's upgraded, so armaments is not doing anything, except for the Shrug It Off. We could pommel here. Probably get quite a bit of damage from the pommel. Getting a weak card would be nice as well. Could try blocking in here. The Sentinel and the Defend and the Entrench. We could even Bloodletting, but we have enough block already, so it's fine. We probably didn't need to do one of those blocks, actually, now that I think about it. We should probably try to keep the True Grit if we can before we Fiendfire, so that we can remove specific cards that we don't want in our resulting deck. Well, this is an interesting. That's interesting. Well then, we can armaments, Shrug It Off. Okay. Let's go ahead and we can Bloodletting this turn, so we can go ahead and we can do that. I just want to see if we can get that 7 damage on there before we start dealing out the damage here. Let's go ahead and armaments. I think that's probably worth doing here. Okay, we did get the 7 damage on there. Armaments was for the extra potential 7 damage there, so glad we got that. Could definitely think about keeping like one of these in hand, or both of them in hand, because it doesn't really matter if we play them now or later, and I'd probably rather draw more draw than draw a bunch of angers, so I think when we're shuffling the deck right now, we want to keep these for next turn. We won't be weakened next turn is the other thing, so we probably should have dealt this damage to this guy because we didn't want to take his damage. Don't know why I didn't do that there, but I think it was because I saw this vulnerable and I was like, we should kill this guy, but yeah, we probably should have dealt the damage there. How many cards do we have in hand? How many damage do we have in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should be fine to pommel on him. And then we don't need to gain any block, but I do want to be able to get him. I mean, we could try and get the Juggernaut on him, but it seems a bit silly to do so, to me at least. I mean, we probably want to play one of these like Sentinels or Armaments. I guess we'll play the Sentinel, see if we can do it. Okay, we did do it. So we can go ahead and deal this damage out. Right now we just kind of want the damage. We have too much energy right now. Oh, we don't have any benefit to playing out these anyway, so let's just try not to dilute the deck too much. We want to keep these in hand if we can. Shrug It Off is nice here. Then we can defend. We can use the Bloodletting to deal some extra, or not deal some extra, we might be able to win here if we didn't block, actually. No, not quite. Okay, so 7 more damage from the metallicize we have. So he's actually at 27, 20, 13. I can't remember if Entrench actually gives us a trigger or not. I don't know. We definitely can block in fully if we want to. 19 times 2 is... Okay, let's just go ahead and do the block in, and we'll kill him next turn almost certainly, so... Yeah, we should just block in and chill, right? So... Yeah, I think we should have the damage to kill him this turn with the... Yeah. We had a lot more damage than that, so... Certainly we had the damage to kill him. Alright. This is certainly interesting. I wish we had Nunchaku, and then Limit Break would be kind of insane. Although it would be difficult to play around the Fiendfire with, for sure. Feed is also difficult to play around the Fiendfire with. We could potentially take Berserk here, but it doesn't seem like we're using that much energy every single turn, but it's not bad at all. Doesn't seem that bad. We can definitely take some more high-cost cards and not actually exhaust them. I think Berserk out of these 3 options is probably the best one. We don't have any strength gaining right now, so Limit Break doesn't seem that good. Although if we do get strength gaining, Limit Break will be good, of course. Maybe we take Limit Break just because we would take strength gain if we get it. And if not, then it's just fodder for the Fiendfire, right? Maybe it's okay. I don't know. I don't think whenever you lose HP, draw 1 card. We definitely don't need Runic Cube. Runic Cube, Runic Dome goes with Runic Pyramid. Black Star. I think it might be a little bit late in Act 3 for Black Star. We could take Runic Dome. I don't think Runic Cube is worth taking. Because we don't have any health. Well, we have Bloodletting, but that's it. And we probably don't need the card draw because we usually have a full hand or close to it. I think we'll take Runic Dome. I think that's fine. Although Runic Pyramid kind of works oppositely with Runic Dome. Of course it's Time Eater with the Angers. Well, we can probably... Actually, Fiendfire does not do enough damage to kill him, does it? Because it can do maximum 9 times 15. 9 times 15 is... That's quite a bit of damage, actually. That's 120 plus 60, right? 6, yeah, so that's 180, obviously. What am I talking about? Is it 180? No, it's not. There's no way it's 180. Maybe it is. $135. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Sorry. Losing my mind. Yeah, I think I said earlier that that 15 times 6 was like 120, but it's actually like 90, isn't it? Yeah, it's 90. No, it's not 90, is it? No, it's not. No, it is 90. I'm stupid. Sorry, guys. It's too hot here to do math. That's my excuse. Although, I don't really have an excuse, to be honest. Just stupid. Okay, just not thinking before I'm speaking, basically, is what's happening there. Math on stream is tougher than real-life math. The left side looks pretty decent, although I would prefer a later shop, but I guess it's fine. We have three combats here, so we should be able to get enough money to make the shop worthwhile. Oh, Runic Dome is a little bit scary. Okay, we can probably dual wield on Feel No Pain, but we should probably upgrade it first. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter, right? Because whether we play armaments before or after we copy it, it's fine, right? For upgrading all the cards in hand anyway, so. And then I guess we'll just wait. This doesn't have exhaust when you upgrade it. That's kind of weird. I guess we'll just go ahead and Feel No Pain 3 times. Or we could go ahead and Feel No Pain twice and Limit Break once. No, that doesn't exhaust. I'm stupid. I guess just 3 times is probably worth doing. We could Distilled Chaos to see what we get, and it might exhaust cards like Intimidate or the Fiend Fires, and exhausting cards right now with the Feel No Pain up is not bad at all, so I think we'll go ahead and do that. We don't usually get the chance to be able to do this where it's actually good for us, so we might as well do it now where it is good for us. I don't know how I feel about exhausting... Oh, we didn't exhaust the Bash and the Anger. I'm stupid. They're all attacking, so I'm very glad I did that. I would have taken a lot of damage otherwise. I had a feeling that there was something going on that would mean that I needed to do that. Double Metallicized Juggernaut. And just chill, I think. They're probably not going to attack this turn. Okay, he's blocking, he's attacking. Okay, for 9 times 2, so we take 11. So they probably will attack this turn. The triple enemy thing is not great with Fiendfire, as we know. We can pummel here. We could probably pummel this guy instead. Intimidate is really nice here, obviously. Get a bunch of block as well. Probably go ahead and shrug it off. And then the question is, should we Fiendfire here, or should we do something like Entrench? Well, the answer is next turn we're drawing Fiendfire, so if we don't Fiendfire now, then we're not... Well, then we're gonna Fiendfire on Fiendfire, essentially. So we could Bloodletting Armaments Fiendfire, so that we at least shuffle like the energy into our deck. But do we have lethal here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way that's lethal. I mean, they're too spread out, right? We can kill this guy. Even if we play 1 card, we'll kill that guy. Oh, if we armaments, that is. So we'll need a Bloodletting and armaments in order to do that, which I mean 1, 2, 3, 4 cards we have. So that'd be 40 damage on him, which is not enough, so we'd have to do it on this guy. Well, it might be enough with the Juggernaut as well, but I'm not sure. Let's just go ahead and try it. I mean, we're going to draw the other one next turn, right? So, oh well, I guess we'll do it on this side. At least we're blocking in... Well, that was really weird. At least we can probably Fiendfire for, like, enough damage next turn to kill him. And then it'll be fine, but... It's just kind of weird. Unfortunately, we'll trigger Nunchaku with this, which is also kind of weird. Yay, extra energy. We definitely need that 4 energy for that turn. We even got the flower as well. Explosive Potion is actually much more valuable than it usually is in this case. I think we'll just take the +2 max HP here. We don't have the strength yet, even though we would like some strength things, because we took a limit break. But yeah, right now we don't. We always triple limit break in the opening hand now. It's kind of annoying. We could Feel No Pain, defend Fiendfire one of these guys. We do want to kill the Exploders pretty quickly here. We could also just bash one of them. Don't think that's too bad here. If we Fiend Fire in the next 2 turns, we should be fine. Oh, we are taking it here. Well, we did as much as we can, right? So, well, these fights are not going too well. let's say that right now. Yeah, these are not going too well. Well, at least this is going fine. That's fine. Good with that. This is certainly enough damage with the Fiend Fire, but I don't know if he's going to attack. He's definitely attacking. These guys attack like over and over again. So let's go ahead and armaments before so that we're guaranteed to not... Well, we're not guaranteed to not take damage, but we're doing a little bit more block, right? So... And at least we get the block from the Feel No Pain too, so... He shouldn't be able to deal any damage, and he's not even dealing damage, so it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, I guess we can dual wield on Metallicize here. Just armaments, we get a bunch of block here. Okay, he's not even attacking us. This is such the weird thing with Runic Dome is that it doesn't really make sense sometimes to do the things that we do. Okay, Sentinel continues to be terrible in our deck, except when we happen to upgrade True Grit and then also get it on Sentinel with a hand that needs energy, which is not very many hands. We probably need more draw, so let's take the Shrug It Off. More block is also nice. We've been a little bit worried. With the Runic Dome, you definitely want lots of block in your deck. Let's take a draw here, I guess. He deals 30 damage to start, I want to say. I think 30. So then this plus, so that would be 21. So if we double our block, we'll block in. Okay, so apparently it was 40 damage, so then 50 damage the next turn, is that right? I thought he ended with 70 damage. Maybe not. Well, I guess now I'm a little bit spooked. This is definitely a little bit of a spooky turn. We definitely should have upgraded our hand there with this. Yeah, well, we're gonna do it now. That was a little bit silly of me not to do. I guess we'll get rid of the bloodletting. Oh, wait. Crap. I meant to... Yeah, I thought I had 3 energy for some unknown reason. And we don't. I think I need to bloodletting True Grit. It's more damage, or more... It's less damage we'll take. He's definitely dealing damage to us, so let's think before we end the turn here. So he'll be at 50. So then 50 minus 29. Because last turn was 40. So 50 minus 29. That's gonna be 21. So he's gonna deal like 11 damage to us. No, not 11 damage, sorry, 12 damage. So we at 6. Okay, guess we take that. I mean, I don't really want to use the explosive potion on one enemy when we kind of suck against multiple enemies, and oh my word, can we please draw the Fiend Fire, please? Please. Oh, this has been a terrible fight. I think we put too many silly things into our deck, and we're gonna die because of it. I think we absolutely are very close to death, so we need to go all out here, even limit break to exhaust it, just to get the block and the attack. Okay, maybe we went too overboard that turn, and maybe we could have done a little bit less. Okay, Pommel Strike is very nice here. Get an extra energy from the Nunchaku, that's awesome. We can Metallicize and Fiend Fire. It's a bit unfortunate that we couldn't... I really want to Fiend Fire next turn. Okay, let's think about what his damage is right now. Because we could always think about like Armaments Sentinel or like Armaments Strike or something. Okay, so 19. Okay, so 19 plus 28 is going to be 47. 47. So his damage is 60, I think. 60 minus 47. 60, or maybe it's 70. Well, it's also weakened. We have to count the weakened last, though, I think. So, I think they're in the order of what you count them in. Okay, so 60 minus 47 is 13, I want to say. So we're already mostly locked in. If we do the... Yeah, okay, so we should do this. We should wait till next turn so that we can Fiend Fire and do more damage. And then hopefully be able to not take damage from him. I think it should be enough that we're not going to take damage from him. We can even dual wield the anger or something to get an extra card. I guess... No, that's not more damage than the Fiend Fire. The Fiend Fire is 14, whereas this is 13. Why do we have 4 strength? Oh, because of the potion. We use the potion, right? So I think this should be enough for him not to deal any damage. Should be enough. I think it's enough. I think it's probably enough. That is an insane amount of damage. We just did 182. How on earth did we do 182 damage? I guess we had 4 strength. We really would like some strength. We would really like some strength here. We could probably take the Havoc. It's gonna be pretty decent, but I think we just take the max 2 HP just to heal a little bit and to see if we can't yeah. See if we can't get something that's a little bit more helpful. Maybe we take the regen potion here because we're really lacking in the... I don't think we need the Juzu bracelet, although it is kind of nice. Thread and Needle is also pretty nice, especially with, yeah, we're definitely gonna take Thread and Needle. There's no question about that, right? I think we take the regen potion here as well. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. Wow, what a card. Or what a potion. We can remove a strike as well. The Limit Break is doing nothing. Why did we add Limit Break to our deck? Why did we do that? It's so stupid. Rampage is not actually that terrible, but I think we should remove before. We'll remove this strike, I think. And then think here. So... I don't think the Rampage with this anger thing makes sense at all, but also Time Eater. So probably does make sense, honestly. Yeah, okay, we're gonna take this for the Time Eater, maybe even the Whirlwind. No, we're not gonna take the Whirlwind for the Time Eater, that's stupid. We could take another potion though. Yeah, I think we'll take this skill potion. I don't think the elixir is that good, even though I said, oh, what a potion. It's just a weird effect there that I wasn't really expecting to be on a potion at all. I think we don't want to lose HP here. Okay, I don't think any of these are worth taking. Maybe Swift Strike? I mean, if we take Anger, then maybe Swift Strike is okay. If Anger is a good card in our deck, it's not really a good card in our deck. I don't know what we're doing. This is a terrible deck. I think we'll just take the 2 max HP, to be honest. 25 or 20 damage is not a joke for one energy, but the bomb isn't that bad, actually. It's not actually that bad. Actually, not even a joke. I think I'm gonna take the bomb. So here's the question. Do we go for the elite and then pop the regen potion and just hope that we live? Or do we go for the fire and then do a rest and a recall over here? Probably the fire. Oh my word, we're so low. That rest did not even really help us at all. Well, it did help us, of course, but... Okay, interesting. Okay, I hate this one because it's always like the first thing you pull is like so bad, and then you don't want... Ugh, okay. I wouldn't mind another bash. Blind isn't too bad either. Brutality's pretty bad. Blind? I don't know. Should we take blind? Maybe not against the Time Eater. Time Eater Runic Pyramid is really hard, especially with Runic Dome. Sorry, Benny is like sitting on the ground, in a hidden place and just like lightly tapping a little ball with a bell in it, and I was like, I don't know who Benny is, and there's a suspicious noise. Like, it wasn't like a normal like bell noise, it was just like little like moving around on the ground a little bit. Okay, I have no idea where any of these cards are, so I don't want that card, so don't remember. Maybe this card? I don't know if we want Havoc either. I think I'll take another Bash. Bash is pretty good. Oh right, we have the Molten Egg. I was like, why was that upgraded when I looked at it in the thing, but now it's not upgraded. That's such a scam. But yeah, it is upgraded because of the Molten Egg. It's weird that it was upgraded when we saw it in there, but then it turned not upgraded for a second and then upgraded again. That's really weird. Go ahead and double Anger here. I think against the Time Eater we should try to not Anger and just try to like Rampage instead. So this isn't the guy who does that thing with the... I don't think this is the guy who does the wavy thing. This is just the guy who attacks and like blocks and stuff, I think. So let's go ahead and Feel No Pain. We'll Pommel. Can... If only we could upgrade the True Grit. We don't know the draw for it though. Could just randomly True Grit and see if we get something good. Nope, that was terrible. That was really, really bad. I think we just double up that. And then chill. I thought he was gonna do way more than 5 damage. Wow, okay. Okay, we could set up the bomb here. Intimidate seems pretty nice here as well. Bomb, shrug it off. Continue to shrug it off. Not sure how much damage he usually does. We want to be a little bit careful here because Fiendfire is not really putting an end to his life here. You know, we don't even have the Juggernaut up. So maybe we go ahead and strike here, or maybe defend. If we really can't take damage here, so maybe defend is slightly better, but we keep the defend maybe for next turn in case he's not attacking. I don't know. We could have bloodletting there to not... okay, he's not attacking at all. I don't remember this guy, to be honest, very well. Fortunately, we drew the Fiendfire, which means we have to Fiendfire the Fiendfire, but... we can upgrade this Metallicize. Might be worth dual-wielding Metallicize. Though we don't have the cards for it in our hand. We could use the energy. Yeah, okay, that's probably worth doing, honestly. Just go ahead and play them all. 16 block at the end of every turn, it's pretty good. Can bash here. Next turn we probably want to, like, Juggernaut, Fiendfire, I guess. We don't have... It's a bit annoying that we can't play the Rampage beforehand, but it's probably the way it's gonna have to go. We always have the bomb. It also probably depends on what we draw in our 5th draw here. Okay, Bash. I don't really want to exhaust Bash, but I guess that's what we're gonna have to do here. I mean, we don't have to play the Fiendfire this turn. We could just wait. Again. So it's 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards here. 15 times 7 is 105. So that's about half his health. Not really. It's less than half his health. Probably should have taken the regen post at the start of this fight, honestly. Guess we could, like, armaments or defend and rampage. Defend rampage doesn't seem that bad here. I'm just worried about after we Fiendfire, how are we dealing with this guy? And I don't really see a good option, to be honest. We can probably bash here, and then Anger might be worth playing. Maybe not. Maybe just the shrug it off to get a little bit of block, get a little bit of... I don't want to exhaust the bomb, but I guess we have to now. So it's not lethal. Maybe it is. Maybe it's close to lethal. Okay, it is lethal. So we're good. We don't need to worry about anything. Flex is interesting. Flex is definitely quite interesting, although it's not the best card against the Time Eater. You can always flex Limit Break, and that will give you 8 strength, and then you lose 4 strength, but you keep the 4 that you gained before, which isn't bad at all. But it's probably pretty bad against the Time Eater. You could always take the Seeing Red. Seeing Red's not bad either. think we'll take the Seeing Red. Might make some turns easier. A lot of turns we have too much energy, and then some turns we have no energy. We just take the key here, unfortunately. And I think we'll take the Ruby key here as well. We're always going to play to be able to fight the heart, even if we're not sure if we will be able to beat the Time Eater. Of course, we should play to be able to kill the heart, right? We have lots of energy, but nothing to use it on. Maybe we should have taken the Dark Embrace when we had it. So that we could draw cards with Exhausting. Might want to... No, he's only dealing 9 damage at most here. Maybe 12. 13? That seems like a weird interval for him. What are you doing, man? We can probably metallicize at least once before we pommel. Okay, the bomb is certainly interesting, but I think we can save that. We'll get our metallicize set up and everything. Again, it worries me the amount of health that he has. If you dual wield something when you have a full hand, does it discard the other copy, or does it... Here, let me look it up here. Because if we discard another Fiend Fire, that's actually not bad at all. Let's see here. So... If the player's hand is full, the copy card is sent to the discard pile, is what it says in the wiki. So we could dual wield the Fiend Fire, send it to the discard, and then we'll have another Fiend Fire in our deck, which seems pretty decent here. Although we are unfortunately, what's it called, weakened here, which is a little bit annoying. It'd be nice to use the Fiend Fire on the Ascenders, though. I think maybe we should set up the bomb. Could bomb Fiend Fire. Doesn't seem terrible here. The bomb is clearly a card that must be protected at all costs. We could even skill potion to see if we can actually use this energy, like a draw card or something. It's not a terrible idea. Okay, well that's not great. Yeah, these are kind of all bad. I guess we can Impervious and just keep it in our hand. At least we'll have some block for when he starts dealing a bunch of damage. Entrench Impervious combo in hand. Can probably Intimidate next turn after he's done counting down. I think probably Bash, Strike, Armaments is the way to go here. We didn't have the Juggernaut up when we played the other thing, which I didn't even realize, but that's kind of oh, we should have Armaments first so that we would deal more damage with slow. Whoopsie. Pretty kind of stupid thing there, but it's fine. Okay, so we probably want to Intimidate here so that he's weakened when he's doing his whole increasing damage every turn deal. Then probably Juggernaut is worth doing. Could definitely draw for the energy here. I think we'd like to play most of these cards, so... Oh, we could have Armaments first so that we actually upgraded the, what's it called? Yeah, that probably would have been a little bit smart, at least. We can We should have Juggernauted before we did those things, actually, now that I'm thinking about it again. I don't think we need to use this combo quite yet, actually. We can just wait on that another turn, maybe? Then we probably shouldn't have bloodletting that turn, should we have? Probably not. Well, whoopsie. It's fine. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's fine. 40 damage from the bomb. So he's gonna deal a little bit of damage to us. 30 damage, it looks like, but not enough that we need to Impervious Entrench here, of course. Okay, so Anger looks okay here to play. Probably start with a Shrug It Off. That's unfortunate that we drew the other Fiendfire, because I'm going to have to Fiendfire it. Which is the whole point of copying it, was to not do that, but whatever. So Fiendfire right now is 16 damage times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 16 times 7 is, I don't think that's even close to lethal. No, it's only 112 damage. So I guess we'll just chill for a little bit. We can... He's only dealing 50 damage right now, so we could double armaments. Double armaments, that's another 10. Plus the 9 plus the 11 is gonna be 30 block, I think. 30, maybe 40. 30, I think. So we'll take 20 damage. Maybe we should just Impervious now so that we don't take any damage. We definitely didn't want to Fiendfire the Entrench and the Impervious, so I think waiting a turn is certainly good. We can just keep this in our hand because, yeah. We can Entrench when we have a different amount of block, I think. Okay, we don't have that many block cards in our hand, so we aren't going to be able to Entrench very easily. We can bash Fiendfire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards we would do. 8 cards times 16 it probably will be at, so 8 times 16 is 128, plus the 10, that's lethal. That's just barely lethal. So, bash. Oh, we get an extra energy if we want to. We could probably play the Rampage. Oh, we also get the Juggernaut damage. I don't know if I counted that last time. That might have been lethal last time, actually. Whoopsie. I think we might just wait and see if we can't get more draw or actual strength synergy to be able to work with. Juzu is looking pretty nice in this case, but we definitely didn't need to take Juzu. I think it would be a little bit silly to have taken Juzu Bracelet without knowing that we would get this fight. They're in the question mark, at least. This fight is not like the worst thing in the world for sure, but if we could have avoided it, I definitely would have, so. Our draw is not very consistent, so I'm trying to kill this Repulsor so that we get rid of these Dazed and we don't get a very bad draw. Quite a few unupgraded cards in hand, which is nice to armaments on, for sure. Even though we're probably going to Fiendfire some of them. Probably Anger here. Armaments, Metallicize at least. And then... Fortunately, we can't really do much else here. I guess we could just deal this damage, hoping that eventually we will deal more damage. I don't know. Hopefully none of them attack. Or he's gonna attack for 11, I think. Yeah, 11. At least we trigger meat on the bone. Okay, we double Fiendfire draw, which is kind of annoying, but we can Juggernaut Fiendfire, which will be a lot of damage and also a lot of Juggernauts, so it's probably worth doing. We could also bomb before we do that if we use Bloodletting, but that's a lot less damage. It's probably worth it because then we'll be able to kill him without... We could have seen red instead. Oh my word, I'm so stupid. That was really dumb, actually. And it would have exhausted. Ah, that would have been smart. Wait. Wait, what? Oh, no. No, 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 no. We don't have Feel No Pain up. We might die here. That's why I did the... That's... Okay, we did deal with him, which was nice. He deals 11 times 2, though. Oh, God. We should have taken the Juzu. Oh, God. This is terrible. This is really terrible. So here we can dual-wield the Feel No Pain and then True Grit to try to get some block. Oh, this is terrible. We're gonna die. Just from a regular fight. Yeah, this is pretty bad. We got rid of both of our... Yeah, both of our Fiendfires are in the discard, or in the exhaust here, which is pretty bad. We do have a nice setup with the triple Feel No Pain and the Juggernaut already up, but it's definitely a tenuous situation here. Definitely nowhere close to being able to say we're going to be good. I think this should be enough block, so that's a bit scary to do. We could end up killing him. We do get 2 procs. Okay, let's go ahead and try. Okay, we did kill him, so that probably would deal more damage. Oh, the bomb. I forgot about the bomb. Well, the bomb might have made that a little bit more likely to be able to work. Body Slam is kind of nice, but I feel like maybe we should take the flex here, just because it's... I don't know. Max 2 HP to heal. I don't know. Should we take the Elite also is a question? And the answer is... The answer is yes. Maybe Body Slam is worth taking. We do have an Entrench. We do have Runic Pyramid. Okay, we'll take the Body Slam. It's probably worth taking because we'll probably get a turn where we have a lot of block, and then we can use it. Although, the block turns are usually... Of course it's freaking... we should have taken the Juzu! A lot of the lots of block turns are actually turns when we're playing the Fiendfire with the Feel No Pain, which is obviously not going to work with the Body Slam, but we can just sort of hope. Well, this is definitely nice to get up this early. I think we might True Grit here, so let's keep the Anger in our hand. Okay, I didn't really want to get rid of the Bash, but it's fine. Go ahead and deal this damage here, I think. Of course, the Nunchaku triggers that, so we probably should have waited to play that. We're gonna get wrecked here. They're all attacking the first turn, which is... Yeah, okay. That's really not cool, guys. You should be nicer to me. Of course, we get the Intimidate on the turn. They're probably not going to attack this turn, so... Are we sure they're not going to attack this turn? Because we would like to save the defend for the Body Slam, but if we're not sure they're not going to attack, then 6 block is probably not enough. Okay. It's probably worth doing that. Defend. Attack. It was 6. Okay, that's another attack. Okay. Well, we might have died if we had not attacked, so it's a good thing we died. Okay. We have a lot of metallicize, which makes body slam a little bit worse. Maybe we can somehow eventually find a blockade or something to make this better. Well, this is terrible. This is going to be a really bad situation here. We maybe shouldn't have upgraded the limit break. We should have just played it normal and then exhausted it to get the extra block. Yeah, that might have been smart here. We probably need to play at least the attacks. I don't think the body slam is really doing anything here, so please don't kill me. They're definitely gonna kill me. Blocking? Okay, attacking for a little bit. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're good. It's all good. We're fine. We're fine, guys. What's the matter? Okay, Fiend Fire here is pretty nice. But I don't know that it's enough. The other thing that's pretty nice is like Shrug It Off, Armaments, Entrench, and Body Slam all together. Let's go ahead and Shrug It Off to start, just see what we get. Dual Wield? Okay, we could Dual Wield on Body Slam and do that 3 times. That's actually no joke, honestly. That's pretty epic. Go ahead and Armaments. Entrench. Haha. 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 And we deal the extra damage with the Juggernaut. That was a pretty sick end there. Not gonna lie. That was very, very enjoyable for me. I don't think we want any of these. I mean, Carnage might be okay, but Ethereal is definitely difficult to fit into our deck. Why did we take the Elite Path? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh boy. Because we have the Preserved Insect, so we probably should take the Elite Path, but it's just scary to do so. We can do a bit of damage here with the Body Slam, for sure. And hopefully he's attacking, so that this is actually worth something. Yes, he is attacking, so that is worth doing for sure. We can save our attacks for the turns when he's not intangible, which is something that's pretty nice and not something that you can do very often, so. Should probably Intimidate right now. And True Grit, just in case he's attacking. Bloodletting is definitely not what I wanted to see there. The Anger I think I'll keep until he's not. Oh my word, what is he doing? Holy crap, that was scary. That was very, very scary. This is upgraded. Can go ahead and draw 2 as well. Feel No Pain. We don't have a Juggernaut up though. We might be okay with just Feel No Pain, Fiend Fire, because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Exhausted, and that's 60 damage with also getting good 18 block in there. I think that's probably worth doing. Okay, so now we just need to survive, which is looking difficult here. If he's attacking, it's looking pretty much impossible to survive here if he's attacking. And we have no health with the Time Eater, which is just gonna be, yeah, we're probably gonna lose. But, yeah, we can definitely keep the attacks in our hand. We could probably bash once. We could also bomb, for sure. Yeah, we can probably bomb, maybe dual wield the Rampage here. to use the energy up. Yeah, it's probably worth doing here. Please don't kill us, please. No, mercy, come on. Mercy, ah, you jerk. Ah, what a jerk. We were probably gonna dodge to the Time Eater anyway. He didn't not attack one turn. He attacked every single turn. That was so rude of him. Usually he buffs himself with some strength. I want to know the odds on that. What's the odds that he buffs himself? What's his name? Oh, I was right there. Was it? It's not the Collector, is it? It's not the Collector. It's something else. Nemesis. Nemesis, right? Yeah, Nemesis. He's not my Nemesis, but he's kind of mean. Okay, let's see here. So he's a 50% chance to use debuff or attacking on the first turn, so we missed a 50% for the debuff on the first turn. We would have blocked in anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He has an approximately 35 chance to use a debuff, approximately 35 chance of attacking, approximately 30% chance of using Scythe. Scythe is the big 45 damage one. He dealt that twice. He dealt Scythe twice, so he rolled a 30% chance twice and missed the 35% chance 4 turns. No, the 45% chance 3 turns and missed the 50% chance 1 turn. Ah, what a jerk. We were at Ascension 3, so it's 7 times 3. Okay. Okay, well, that's how it is, right? I think there is literally nothing else I could have done in that fight better. I don't think, at least. I'm pretty sure we played it pretty much exactly how I would want to play it, so I'm not too upset. But of course, you can see I am upset. We were probably going to lose to the Time Eater anyway. Our deck was not really working out. We took a strength buffer to see if we could get any strength, and we couldn't get any strength. The strength itself wouldn't have been that amazing anyway, so yeah. So it wasn't the best deck in the world. But, you know, it wasn't that bad. Had some interesting things going on. I don't think the bomb was really good. The Fiendfire thing was pretty cool, but it didn't really... It's something that doesn't really work very well past the first or second act. Even in the second act, we were struggling a bit with it. So I would say that, like, having Fiendfire as the basis for your deck is probably not good enough. You probably need more synergy. Like, we probably should have taken the Dark Embrace, but we took the Runic Pyramid already, and Runic Pyramid and Dark Embrace do not work well together because you're already drawing so many cards. Well, you already have such a difficulty with card draw and hand size issues, so yeah, it's just hard to have all the energy to play all those things anyway. So, anyways, that's today's Slay the Spire stream, and I won't see you tomorrow, but I'm probably not Sunday either. So I guess see you Monday maybe. I'll let you guys know if we're not doing it on Monday, but I don't really want to take a 3-day break. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're just sort of chilling, but and I don't need to stream. But I would probably have what's it called? Withdrawal. I was gonna say redraw, but that doesn't make any sense. All right. Anyways, see you guys later. Have a good one. Don't get too much withdrawal from Slay the Spire.